Let me tell you about V.U.C.A. You know, people ask me, how does V.U.C.A came about? It's not new. It's in the 1990s. You know, when the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, the former General Secretary of the Soviet Union, and Ronald Reagan, the US President in the 80s, decided to work together to break the impasse in the Cold War. What it means is that, you know, the famous Berlin Wall, collapse of the Berlin Wall, that is the beginning of the new world, so to speak. Now, what it means is that America, at that time, the US military faced with a very different challenge. When you are in the Cold War, they know who are the enemies, what they need to do to be able to fight those enemies. But since that impasse, the Cold War has ended, what organization, what the military at that time need to do is to look at how can we then reinvent ourselves to meet this new challenge that the world that America is facing. So that in the 1990s, the US Army Staff Command, the War College, developed this concept called V.U.C.A, which helping the military leaders. And since then, there have been many books been published, many articles by the military, and since the year late 2000, you see the application of V.U.C.A in the real business world, with articles published in Harvard Business Review, in many leading business journals, and many books has been published since then. But what is interesting is how do we then move from the military into the business world? So that brings us back to the application of V.U.C.A to business. The future that we're going to face, there is this concept called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Carl Schwab, the founding chairman of the WEF, the World Economic Forum, has published a book early this year called the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or you call it Industry 4.0, talking about the smart technology, about the disruptive technology, disruptive innovation. Again, that create a very uncertain world for us. And how do we transform our business processes? How does leader now need to reinvent your business model to face this new challenge where robots essentially is going to take over some of the business processes, some of the activities in our business operation? This is the future. So are you ready for that? Are business leaders ready to face this challenge? Next, we will look at what are some of the competency for in the V.U.C.A world. Now, if you look at